As soon as you hit Record Macro tab, under Developer tab, the Record Macro dialog box would open. On this dialog box, certain information is required. In the macro name field, write a name, which preferably be relevant to the task performed by the macro, such as cleaning and formatting. It should not have spaces. However, the words in the name can be separated by an underscore. Name should also not conflict with a name in the workbook. It should not contain characters that are not allowed, for example $sign or a question mark. Also ensure that the name must start with a letter. On this dialog box, you may assign a shortcut key to a macro to run it. Shortcut key is optional, although it expedites the running of a macro. Shortcut key may be assigned in two separate ways. Firstly, you may fill the shortcut key box with any lowercase alphabet such as M. Then you will be able to run it by Ctrl+M keys. You may also fill the box with an uppercase alphabet, for example M. Then you will be able to run the macro by using Ctrl+Shift+M keys. Please note that, if a macro uses any lowercase or uppercase alphabet as shortcut key, it will not be available for Excel. For instance, Ctrl+F is used for find and replace purpose in Excel. If this shortcut key is assigned to a macro, Excel will not be able to use it anymore in the macro containing workbook or in any other workbook, which is also open simultaneously along with macro-enabled workbook. Till now, the Excel has used almost all lowercase alphabets for shortcuts, hence you are advised to seek the availability of uppercase alphabets for macro shortcut keys. Store macro in field discloses 3 places where a macro may be stored. These places are Personal Macro Workbook, New Workbook and This Workbook. If you opt for this workbook, the macro will be usable for the current workbook only. Nevertheless, under one condition, a macro stored in a particular workbook can be used in another workbook, provided that the macro containing workbook is also open. A Personal Macro Workbook is a hidden workbook in your system that opens whenever you open the Excel application. The macro stored in the Personal Macro Workbook can be used for all workbooks. You may select any workbook, which depends on your requirement. For instance, if you intend to use the macro for the current workbook only, then select this workbook. In description box, give a brief description of the nature of the tasks, such as to clean and format price list of computers. You may also give detailed list of all steps that you have undertaken to create the macro, so that a new person using this macro completely understand it. Then click OK. Now recording of macro will commence.